Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. I have a hat on today, guys. Usually I don't wear hats on camera, but my hair is a hot mess underneath because it is super hot and humid down here in South Texas. Like, it is just getting hotter and hotter as the days go by, and I'm just coming in from being outdoors swatching this new Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette, which I believe you all will be seeing this video first before you see this one on the new Tarte foundation, well, new and improved Tarte foundation. So definitely check this out if you're a fan of Nomad Cosmetics, or if you're just a fan of this beautiful color story, because this is what I'll be playing with on Saturday morning. So definitely check this out if you're interested. But today we are talking about the revamped, reformulated Tarte Amazonian Clay full coverage 16-hour full coverage foundation. Now, I picked this up from QVC. That seems to be where Tarte is sending their new releases as of lately, because I also reviewed this other one, the Tarte Hydroflex Serum Foundation, and it was released first on the QVC website and on the QVC app. So this one also went straight to QVC, and then they will slowly release it to all of the other Tarte retailers. This came with a brush. Now, the brush it came with, I have put it away because I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to include it in a giveaway. But this is the one I have from the original Amazonian Clay foundation. So I didn't want to use that other one because it's the identical, it's the same brush. And here is a closer look at the brush. Nice bamboo handle. Like, it's a nice brush, but we'll find out if it's a nice brush for this foundation in a minute. This is the shade 16S Fair Light Sand, and I used to have this foundation in my stash. It's been a while. Like, it's been a long while that I don't have this, but I want to show you the shades really quick. So I'm going to put this shade right here on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. I think it's really light, and this one wasn't close to the beginning of their color shades for fair to light skin tones, and I think it's a little too light. I am wearing it right now, and I'm wearing this on day 2 of this 2-day 10-hour wear test, but that's what it looks like. So I probably could have gone up a shade or two, but I also want to swatch it next to their latest serum foundation, which this is the Tarte C1, and here you can see the shade is 14S Fair Light Sand. So let me just give this a good shake. I do like this one. This is actually a pretty decent serum foundation. So if maybe like the Fenty Eavesdrop didn't work for you, you might want to check this one out. I feel like maybe this one provides a little bit more coverage. Okay, so one thing I do want to point out is it's oxidizing over here on the Amazonian Clay side. It's not as white as it was when it first started. And then this is the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. So this is technically supposed to be a lighter shade than this one is, but you can see that it's actually darker. And I wish that this foundation was this shade, because I really like that shade. That's actually a good shade match for me. But this is what we got. So it does oxidize slightly, but not too much. Not too much to where it's, I think, going to affect the shade and how it looks on your face versus your neck. I think you'll be fine. But yeah, so we're going to be trying this out, like I said, for the next 2 days, 10 hours each day, and we'll see how it does. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I really disliked the original. So I was wondering, well, what's the difference? What seems to be, you know, the major difference from this one to that one? And I don't even have that one to show you, the original. But it seems to me that the major differences are the shade range. They redid their shades, and so I want to just quickly read this to you guys. It says there's 46 all new shades. So that's a fantastic shade range. It says it ranges from 8B Porcelain Beige to 63 and Espresso. And in the fair to light category, you have 14 shades. In the medium to tan, you have 17 shades. And in the neutral deep to rich, there are 15 shades. So to me, that sounds like a pretty decent, well thought out shade range. And I'm going to insert the pictures of the shades that they have online in the swatch portion of this video. But it also says that this is vegan and oil free. I don't remember if this was vegan then. I don't remember, so that might be something that's new. I do remember it being oil-free since it is a matte foundation. It says it's a soft matte foundation, or it's going to be a soft matte finish. It is full coverage, okay? It is full coverage. It says that it's going to be poreless, or it's going to erase the look of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. We'll see about that. And it says it's infused with sustainably sourced clay that's hand harvested with love from a co-op in the Amazon. And again, this set retails for $39 on the QVC website. We're going to try it out, guys. We're going to see if this new formulation has indeed redeemed itself here in my beauty stash, because the first one did not work for me and my normal to oily skin. So let me just give you a quick background on my skin type in case it is your first time on my channel. Welcome, I'm Steff. I hope you guys will consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up before you go. But I am 39 years old and I do have normal to oily skin. Oily primarily in my T-zone. My major concerns are my large visible pores, even through here, right here on my cheeks, and the fine lines under my eyes. And I like all foundations. I love trying all different types of foundations. Foundation reviews are actually the most favorite video for me to do here on YouTube. So I really enjoy seeing new foundations come out because I am all for trying them out. I like to have a nice, healthy glow to my skin. I don't mind a dewy foundation, a glowy foundation, but I don't mind a matte foundation at all. I like more of a medium to full coverage, but because we've been getting like all these skin tints and serum-like foundations lately, I've developed more of an appreciation for the light to slightly medium side of foundation coverage. So yeah, that's something I'm slowly getting into, and then just using a concealer to spot conceal those areas that I feel need to be concealed just a little bit more. But yeah, guys, I like to try everything. So there's definitely not going to be a lack of foundation content here on my channel, and I will have my foundation playlist linked in the description box in case you are interested in checking out more foundation reviews. All right, guys, so let's get going with this 2-day 10-hour wear test. I'm going to show you some swatch photos that I did of this foundation, comparing it to others that are kind of similar that I have in my stash, and I'll take you into the day 1 application, and then of course my daily check-ins throughout the day these next 2 days, and we'll see if this new Tarte Amazonian Clay, new and improved Tarte Amazonian Clay 16-hour full coverage foundation, how it's going to wear, and if it's going to be a good one for my skin and maybe your skin type as well. So if you want to see this new beauty in action, keep on watching. All right, so let's dive into applying this newly improved Amazonian Clay foundation from Tarte. It says it's going to last 16 hours. I'm going to be putting it to the test for at least 10 hours, if not 12, and we'll see how it goes. Now, it did come with a brush, a really nice brush, really soft brush. I don't want to touch it because I already have this brush. I have it from the original release of this foundation. foundation, and they are pretty much identical. I just need to clean this one, but I'm going to save this one for a giveaway and pass this along to somebody else who can benefit from it, because there's no point in me having two, especially when I don't really remember enjoying this brush. So I'm just going to throw that out there. All right, so I am going to prime my skin, and I'm going to go in with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I really have been enjoying this one. I started out with a mini size, like a trial size, and then I enjoyed it so much that I just purchased the full size. You can find it at Ulta, at Sephora, pretty much wherever Tarte is sold. And I like it because I do think it's a bit blurring and pore filling. And especially like this area right here, my T-zone, and right here on my cheeks where I have my larger pores. I do like pressing it in there. All right, so now let me give this a good shake. Again, I have the shade 16S, which is a fair light sand. And I think this might be a little too light for me. And that's what I remember the issue was on the last one I bought too. I don't remember, I don't have that one anymore, but I remember it being a little too light. It's definitely like a putty style foundation. It's like a mousse type foundation. It's whipped up. So I got a little bit on the brush. There you can see the shade. Let's see. I remember this not sitting well on my skin. Like it was just sitting on top of the skin. It wasn't blending into the skin. But I mean, it was a number of years ago that I've had this. I mean, I think this has been out for like 10 years, and it's probably been that long since I've used it. And yeah, you can see it. It's sitting on top of the skin. Maybe it's the brush. You know, I don't remember liking this brush. I think this brush would be great for powder foundation, or just powder in general, maybe even like a cream bronzer, but I don't like it for this foundation at all. So I'm going to stop using it. And I have my BK Beauty brush, and I have a damp beauty sponge. I'm just going to try the beauty sponge. And let's see. I do think I could have gone up a shade, maybe 2 shades, but I'll make this work. I'll make the shade work. I'm just more concerned about the actual foundation working. Okay, so it seems to be doing better me pressing it in versus applying the brush, but I do want to try the BK Beauty brush with it. It's just the texture of this foundation. It's really different than anything I have in my stash. But I do think it provides good coverage, but see, like, look right there. You can see where it's like just sitting on top of the skin. Maybe this is one of those, like I've said in the past, it needs time. It needs about half an hour to an hour to settle in. We'll see. I'm going to be a little nervous about applying powder on this. I don't even know. I'm a little afraid. So I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 101 foundation brush, and I still have some left on the back of my hand. Let's see if this brush can save the day. See, this brush is really good for just stippling the product in. That's why I love it so much, because you definitely get full coverage with this brush. Just building it up right here in this area where I normally would. All right, so this is not looking great. It's looking exactly the same way I remember it looking years ago. And that's because I think my skin has changed in the last 10 years. So, So you can see that, right? You can see where it's settling into the pores. Okay. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop applying foundation. I'm going to do a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to go in with the original Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to bring this down a little bit to see if maybe mixing it can help settle it a little bit better. I actually think that the concealer is helping the foundation to settle in better. Probably because the concealer is a little bit more creamy in texture. So it's just, I don't know, making it, the foundation a little bit more creamy than thick and mousse-like. I don't even know if I'm describing it correctly. It's a thicker foundation. So I'm going to get a little bit more just right there. Because this is the area where I'm really noticing it's just not laying great. And let's see. All right, so it's looking a lot better now that I applied a good amount of concealer to those areas where it wasn't looking so great. I think I'm only gonna powder my T-zone. Not my T-zone, not even my T-zone. I think I'm only gonna powder my nose and slightly under my eyes, just because I am gonna be filming another video after this, and it's gonna be a 2-look 1 palette video. So I'm just getting a little bit of the Thrive Cosmetics. This is the Soft Focus HD Setting Powder. And I'm just applying that to my nose. I really have been enjoying this powder. I've been enjoying all of the products that I picked up from Thrive Cosmetics. What was it, like a couple months ago? Oh, I said I was only doing my nose, but I'm setting right here my smile lines. And I'll set my under eye area a little bit later when it gets closer to the time for me to do my eye look. But this is how this new and improved Amazonian Clay foundation from Tarte is looking on my 39-year-old normal to oily skin. I think it looks good. I think, you know, it's full coverage. The shade, I made it work. I mean, I guess it is a pretty good shade match. I just, you know, I guess I just wish I was a little bit darker. What can I say? It's the summer and I'm still very, very pale right now. But I am going to be wearing this, like I said, for at least 10 hours, if not longer. We are actually going to dinner tonight to celebrate my 2-year anniversary, the 2-year anniversary of Steff's Beauty Stash. So I'll be taking a few pictures and I'll be sharing all of the good stuff with you guys really, really soon. So I need this. This needs to look good. And I'm definitely going to be putting it to the test today. So I'll be back in a few hours for the first check-in, the midday check-in of this new and improved Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. So stay tuned. This intends to last for 16 hours if it doesn't even look good at the 6-hour mark. It looks cakey. Like through here, it did settle into the smile line that I have, but my nose, and you saw me set my nose, it's already looking oily, and this just never like absorbed into the skin. Applying the concealer did help, but even like through here, it just looks like I'm wearing a cakey foundation, and it shouldn't look that way. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the texture of this foundation and my skin type that they don't mix, because the original was a flop for me. And I had way higher expectations, especially after trying the new Tarte C Hydroflex, that Serum foundation. That was a really nice one. I thought, okay, you know, Tarte getting it together with the foundation game, and this one is going to be a winner, new formula.
I don't know. I don't know. I think from far away it looks pretty good, but up close, ugh, it looks like a hot mess. I am getting ready to head out to dinner to celebrate my 2-year YouTube anniversary. And yes, I'm going out with these 2 different eye looks. I just filmed the giveaway video for the Norvina Volume 5 eyeshadow palette, so definitely stay tuned for that. I don't mind going out with 2 different eye looks, guys. I'm gonna do it. So I will see you guys probably when I get home for the final check-in of the day of this day 1 of this new Tarte, or new and improved Tarte foundation. So see you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, this is the 11-hour mark of this new and improved Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. Guys, this might look nice, you know, coming here on camera, but in person, this looks terrible. I would say the best place is like from here upwards, and that's about it. Even like right here on my temples, it's still sitting on top of the skin. It hasn't absorbed into the skin. Like, it's just sitting on top. And it looks really cakey, especially through here. I'm oily on my nose. It's even kind of come off. And all through here is just really cakey, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. This is how I remember the original wearing on me. I'm gonna try it with a different primer tomorrow. And we'll see. Maybe I shouldn't even try a primer, right? Maybe I should just leave my regular skincare and apply this on top and see how it goes. I'm tempted to do it that way. Maybe that's what I will do. I don't know. I'll decide in the morning, but right now, guys, this is a hard pass for me. But we'll see tomorrow, because this is a 2-day, 10-hour wear test. So let me tell you quickly how I'm wearing it today. So no primer, no powder, no setting spray. I have a little bit of cream bronzer and cream blush on, a little bit of a Kaleidos highlighter, and of course my eyebrows, and I'm fixing to do an eyeshadow palette video. So this is how the base is staying. I like it a lot better. I like it a lot better, but it's still not great. It's still not fantastic. It does look like it's sitting better on the skin, which is fantastic. I've had this on for about an hour already. So I don't have any major problems with it right now, but it does settle. Like, it settles right away into like my little smile line right there. But I will say today it's looking 10 times better than it did at this point yesterday when I initially applied it. So maybe that's the trick. Maybe this is just a one and done product. I do have a little bit of concealer on under my eye, and this is the only place that I laid down some setting powder, which was under my eye. And I'm using the Undone Beauty concealer. It's like a little concealer palette. I'll have it linked in the description box. And that's about it. I didn't spot conceal. I really didn't build it up too much either. So definitely like the way it looks right now, but this has 9 more hours to go, and I'm a little worried. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I'm not liking it either. I'm not liking it either. I thought it was going to be better today. I think it's slightly better today, but it's already looking cakey, like especially through here. It's definitely settled into that smile line already. And I'm shiny. I'm shiny on my nose. No powder today, no primer, no setting spray. And I don't know what else I can do to make this work. The original didn't work, and now the new and improved version is just not working for me, guys. Like, I almost don't even want to finish off the wear test, but I'm going to. We're going to see this thing through to the end. But I can tell you right now, guys, it's not going to be for me. All right, guys, we've come to the end of this 2-day, 10-hour wear test over the new and improved Amazonian Clay foundation from Tarte. And this is getting a thumbs down from me, guys. This is a no-go. It wore the exact same way as the original did years ago when I tried it. this has not been improved in my opinion. Maybe it's the shade range that they improved, but from what I read, it was supposed to be, you know, also with the formula, but it's still the same consistency. It is still the same texture. For being a full coverage, I will say it doesn't feel that heavy. I've definitely worn other full coverage foundations that feel a little bit heavier, but it's thick. Like it goes on pretty thick, but you can, you know, blend it out, shear it out, depending on what you apply it with, whether it be a damp beauty sponge or a brush, which I didn't like that brush that it came with for this product. It's a really nice brush, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a good quality brush, but for me, it didn't work well with this product. I think if you're of a dry skin type, I wouldn't get this. It accentuated the texture on my skin, and I don't have dry patches. I have large pores. I have normal to oily skin. As you can clearly see, my nose is an oil slick, but this just sunk in to my pores. It was sitting on top of my skin. It never blended into my skin. And today I'm not wearing it with primer or setting powder, and it still behaved the same way as when I wore it yesterday with my regular products. It immediately sank into this fine line that I have right here. And it's just looking so cakey in here. I mean, you can clearly see, like, it's in my pores. Like, it's not going anywhere. Even on my forehead, like, it just looks like cakey through here. And usually my forehead does pretty good, but like right here on the sides, like of my temples, you can see like it's just settling in there. So this is not for me. It wasn't for me then, and it's still not for me now. I don't know who this is for, to be honest. I am, again, a normal to oily skin type. It didn't work well on me. I can't recommend this for somebody with dry skin, just because I think it's going to cling to those patches. So I would just stay clear of it altogether. Or if you can get a sample, go that route. Try with a sample first. Don't make the $39 investment. Try and get a sample and then see how you like it and go from there. Now, the other 3 foundations that I included in the swatches were 2 from Tarte. These are the ones that I really enjoy. This one came out a couple years ago. This is the Tarte Foundcealer. This one has SPF 20 multitasking foundation. I wear the shade 20NN, which is light neutral. It's good for the summer, but for my regular, you know, normal fair to light skin tone, it's a little bit too dark for me, as I'm sure you noticed in the swatch. But this is a nice medium coverage foundation. It gives a nice, like a healthy glow, natural finish to the skin, as is this new one from Tarte. If you're going to try anything new from Tarte foundation-wise, make it this one. This is the Tarte Hydroflex Serum foundation, and I have the shade 14S, which is Fair Light Sand. I think it's a great shade match for me, and I really do think this is a really nice product. It's a good medium coverage, and then just go in with your favorite concealer to spot conceal those problem areas. I think this just wears so much better, and it looks so much prettier on the skin. But if you're really wanting something that's similar in consistency and texture to this foundation, it's kind of like that whipped up mousse style foundation, then definitely go for the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. This is only 20 bucks and it's often on sale. Here I have the shade Vienna, which is 700. I also have a slightly darker shade, but I didn't include that in the swatch video because it is a little too dark for me right now. But this is a really great, amazing full coverage foundation. Like, you can just take this up under your eye. You don't even need to wear concealer with this. This is going to get the job done without looking too heavy, too cakey, and it's definitely going to last and wear a lot longer than this new and improved Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation did. So I've had good luck with all of these 3, and so I feel comfortable recommending them to you. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Did you know that this was like a revamped formula shade range? Let me know in the comments down below. It was just launched on QVC like 4 or 5 days ago. So yeah, it's a no-go for me. I will be returning this, which means I do have to return that brush, but it's a good thing I didn't use the brush. I used the one I already had. Stay clear of it. Try these other foundations that I recommended. I think you'll find something better within those three. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.